Alright, so I'm going to go over the official March Madness bracket that we have remaining for the Elite Eight. I think is what we're in now? Yeah, the Elite the Elite Eight, I think. Yes, Elite Eight. I keep correcting myself. But, so tonight we have UConn, or sorry, this will be tomorrow. Tonight we have Houston, Duke, NC State, Marquette, Purdue, Gonzaga, and Creighton and Tennessee. This is to finish out the Sweet 16 going into the Elite Eight. And then the first Elite Eight games that are locked are UConn and Houston and Alabama and Clemson. I guess the real big kind of Cinderella story going into this would probably be Clemson. Now, the upset that everyone is kind of still talking about would probably be Oakland and maybe even NC State getting the path that they've had to go up against Marquette. But Clemson beating Arizona and now having to go against Alabama, who just beat UNC, I don't think that anyone had Clemson making it this far. So if you had them on your bracket, good on you. But I don't think that a lot of people did have them making it this far, or even having an opportunity to make it to the Final Four. But Alabama's a strong team. They have a lot of strong guards and Spears, and honestly, I mean they have the experience being in the tournament. They're well coached. I mean, obviously, they looked really strong against UNC, a very experienced UNC team with a lot of veteran leadership. So I'd probably take Bama on this one if I had to give a prediction. But Clemson is they're hot right now, super hot. UConn and Illinois. I've got some Illinois people in my corner that would probably get pretty upset if I didn't take them. And I've also been on record saying that UConn is a little overrated, and it's pretty hard to go back to back in the whole March Madness thing. So I think I'm taking the Fighting Illini on this one with my boy TJ Shannon, former Red Raider. And then if we had to go with the remaining Sweet 16 games left on the docket, I'd probably take Duke over Houston just so I can be 1/4 right on my Final Four. I'm a little selfish on that one. I know probably a good majority of the crowd is going for Houston, so I've just turned them all against me. But NC State, I've been historically correct on them beating my Red Raiders. I had to take the non-homer pick on that one, which hurt me a lot. But they have a lot of size inside. DJ Burns, who's like 6'10", 285. I'm not even exaggerating on this one. He's a lineman, and he's got the footwork like Hakeem to body anyone down. He looked really good against Armando Bacot going against UNC in the ACC tournament that they ended up winning. But they've had a relatively easy path, which hurts for me to say. Like, they've gone against Texas Tech and NC State. I mean, Marquette is their first like real test, and they're really well coached under Shaka Smart. That one's a coin flip. Give me NC State though. They're super hot, super confident. Purdue and Gonzaga. I want to go against the Purdue. I want to go against Purdue so bad, just because I mean they've fumbled in the past when they've when the stakes have been highest. But I mean Zach Edey looks very strong right now. I've heard the comparisons to Yao Ming, which I think is a bit much, but they're also riding really hot on Zach Edey. So I mean he's hard to guard, and I don't know if Gonzaga has the size to keep up with that. So I'll take Purdue. But Creighton and Tennessee is really one of the biggest coin flips that we have on this remaining Sweet 16. Creighton and Tennessee. I'm probably gonna go Creighton on this one. I like Trey Alexander and a lot of the guards on that team. They got a lot of shooting. Maybe this is just my anti-SEC run, just going against Tennessee on that one. I don't know. I don't feel like Tennessee was the strongest of two seeds in this tournament. Let's get to some of my upsets where I've been wrong. And I don't have my bracket in front of me, but I do know where I've been historically wrong on this one. But I do know that I didn't pick James Madison to beat Wisconsin. My brother did, and he's still riding the high on that one. I didn't pick. It's easy to say, I got this one right. I could do that all day, but it's super hard to get these first round matchups right. Where I'm gonna be really wrong on this one is I had Iowa State winning the whole thing, and they just lost last night to a really good Illinois team. So that one's rough. I only have Duke is the only team that I have left in my Final Four that is still in the tournament. So it's going to be rough for me to make up some points on this one. But all in all, I mean, it's been a really great tournament. Just not for me to be right on my bracket. So I mean, in that one, you give a little, take a little. I'll be wrong on my bracket all day just to have some good games and some upsets and anarchy. I'm all for that. Hence why I like NC State winning the Marquette matchup. But that one's going to be a little tough. I had Oregon in my Final Four as well, which that was a great game against Creighton. I think that went into double overtime, double overtime. I had them as my Cinderella. That just didn't pan out. Usually there are some. I mean, if there was going to be, there is really only one lower seed left at NC State at 11 that could really make it that I think could make it super far and have kind of like that Cinderella kind of claim to them. But I think Clemson probably has the best shot of being like the Cinderella in the bracket, even though they're not as low as usual Cinderellas at a 6 seed. What else? I think I had New Mexico State making it kind of far, which was objectively kind of dumb. What else?
Pick your winners.
Pick my winners for the whole thing. For the whole thing.
With what's left.
With what's left. Give me. I got Illinois, Bama. So my Final Four, on the official bracket, is on the left side, Illinois and Bama, and then this one's gonna say Duke, NC State, and then Purdue, Creighton. So give me Purdue, and then give me NC State. So my Final Four is NC State and Purdue, and then Illinois and Bama. Give me Illinois. NC State and Purdue is honestly such a fun matchup. Wow. Give me NC State. Give me that. Give me NC State in the championship game. And to win the whole thing, to spoil their Cinderella run, the Fighting Illini.
Ooh.
There's a little bit of bias in that, even though I'm still upset that Terrence Shannon left Texas Tech. Is this mine? Oh, God. I did write perfect on it, which is
impressive.
So I have 32 points. On my other one, I have like 45, but my remaining points are so low.
I haven't graded them since last week.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Wow. Okay, so I had Michigan State making it to play Arizona, and then I had Arizona in the Final Four. I had Arizona, Iowa State, Creighton, and Wisconsin. Wisconsin lost in the first round. Creighton I could still hold. Arizona, Iowa State, they both lost last night. Or yeah. So this one's just gonna be wrong, but I mean, why not change it all up for the live stream and use a halfway filled out one that's actually right.
Use half of the right answers.
Half of the right answer. I got half the test on. But yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna do it for my March Madness picks. Can I talk about a little tiny NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah. My Rockets are red hot.
Yeah.
On a 10-game winning streak. No Şengün, no Tari Easton, no Cam Whitmore, and we're, I think, still one game out of the playoff spot behind Golden State.
Chasing them like dogs.
I looked at all of the current in-playing teams' schedules. Phoenix has a super rough one. They go against six of the top 6 teams in the West, and then I think 4 of the top 10 teams.
Hey, while we're talking NBA, let me ask you, which assistant general manager of the stadium specifically told you that the Suns wouldn't be the 1 seed?
I didn't think they were going to be a 1 seed.
I'm just as they struggle to get out of the play-in, just...
It's fair. But they have a super hard record. They did beat the Nuggets the other night, fully healthy Nuggets, but the Thunder, or not the Thunder, sorry, the Lakers, they have a kind of easy schedule. The Warriors have the easiest of schedules.
But ours isn't much different than theirs.
Ours is not much different. Yeah. So we do have to go against the Warriors, but they have to go against the Lakers, and I think that's their hardest matchup. Yeah. It's going against the Lakers, or you could say it's us, but I mean I think that's giving them something. They historically own us, but I'm really excited for my Red Hot Rockets just because I'm finally seeing Jalen Green. It looks like he's seeing the game at a much higher rate, and he's still taking the same shots, but I think he's just he's making them now. He's kind of got that look in his eye. And he's getting to the basket a little bit more, which I really, really like. And he's just finishing a whole lot more, getting on the line a lot more, which was a lot of what I was asking from him. And I think, not to blame it on Şengün, because y'all know I love my Şengün. But he was kind of clogging the lane up a lot for them just because teams had to concentrate on him so much because he was running a lot of our offense. I think he just spaces out a lot more. Green does, which helps kind of give him the offensive load and helps him do what he wants to do. Which is it's super fun to watch. This is the funnest stretch of Rockets basketball that I've had in since that 2018 Rockets run. This is the best it's felt. But a lot of things have to line up. Like either the Warriors have to lose, the Suns have to succumb to that hard stretch of games, or the Lakers have to lose. Which I mean, at this point, I don't see them doing. I think the NBA will just kind of write them in. The NBA will write them in. It's fine. Think about it. Do we really want the Rockets to be in the play-in? No, you want Golden State, you want Phoenix, and you want LA.
If you're gonna have a play-in tournament, Phoenix, LA, and Golden State would be.
Exactly.
But the Rockets, the young guns.
It's what I want to see, but what does the rest of the basketball world want to see? But I mean, I think we're just we're playing the best right now at the end of the season, which means a lot. This is the only meaningful games I've seen this Rockets group play, so this means a lot to me. So even if we don't make it, I could still tip my cap to them and be like, yo, we were that close. It doesn't even matter. We don't even have our draft pick. We got Brooklyn's and they're not making the play-in, so we'll take this. This was a successful season. But other than that, I mean, the play-in starts the 13th, which is creeping up on us. Which there's only a couple weeks left of regular season basketball, so stuff really has to start happening if you're on the outside looking in, trying to get into the play-in, or just trying to get out of the play-in into the playoffs. So this will be a fun end to the season, especially if you're a Rockets fan. A lot of drama. Yeah, I think that's all I've got so far, honestly. Yeah, so I mean, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I love, especially talking about March Madness. This is my favorite time of the year when March Madness is starting up. Baseball is starting, and then the playoffs are kind of starting for basketball. Like, this is truly peak sports for me. But yeah, we'll definitely have to do another March Madness update when it's all said and done, and even when the playoffs start. So that'll be it for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune into the Whatnot and drop follows on all our social media so when we go live next on something like this, or even on a Whatnot, or keep up with the breaks and all the socials and stuff like that, so you know what's going on around here. That'll be it for me today, guys. Have a good one.